Yo. What's happening is the one, the only, but what do I know? Boxing back at you with another one. DJ Khaled voice. Man, let me just tell y'all, bro. I just watched the Amir Khan versus Kell Brook final press conference, and man, was it a good one. It was a good one, man. Listen, I'm ready. I'm ready, man. I know I was one to say that this fight was past due, and I do believe that it's past due, but I am ready. I'm ready, man. I am ready. First and foremost, let me just say this because I forgot to even talk about this in the last video, man. I forgot that Amir Khan, like, Amir Khan has not been a world champion in 10 years. That just threw me all the way off. And I actually forgot to bring that up. When I was watching the gloves are off between the two, it stated at the bottom, it stated Amir Khan champion from 2009 to 2012. And so I'm sitting here thinking like, damn, that can't be right. But it was like, yeah, I'm sitting there, as I thought about it, I'm like, damn, Amir Khan was a champion at 140, but damn, he wasn't a champion at 147. Like, and it just tripped me out that this dude, Amir Khan, has not been a champion since 2012. Bro. That is crazy. It's beholden, man. So I remember Amir Khan when he moved up to 147. You know, he had some good performances, and he was supposed to fight Danny Garcia in a rematch. But then that's when it got to me. Like he missed his opportunity right there. He was supposed to fight Danny Garcia in a rematch, but instead chose to move up and fight Canelo Alvarez at at the catchweight of 155. And man, and it just tripped me. That tripped me out, man. That really did trip me out. So, oh man, that blew my mind. But anyways, going back to the press conference, man, it was intense. It was definitely heated. You had Brian McIntyre, who was there obviously on the behalf of Amir Khan. And for those that don't know, I'm gonna just give you a backstory. Amir Khan did go, of course, we all know he had a fight with Terrence Crawford. Kind of quit in my eyes. I don't know. He said he got hit low. The referee didn't call it low. It kind of did seem like Amir Khan was trying to find his way out. But nevertheless, Amir Khan definitely, he didn't seem like he wanted to continue fighting. But that happened in the 6th round. Brian was like, well, we know Amir Khan, because Terrence Crawford was there. Terrence Crawford was at the press conference. Obviously, Brian is Terrence Crawford's trainer. Amir Khan, I stated in one of my videos, Amir Khan went to Terrence Crawford's team to work with them for them to train him, obviously, and ironically, that was Kell Brook's last fight against, Terrence Crawford. And so it was like Amir Khan, he did strategically. But anyways, Brian was like, we know Amir Khan comes to fight more than Kell Brook, because Amir Khan lasted 6 rounds. Kell Brook only lasted 3 rounds. So that was shots fired, man. It was definitely entertaining. One of the things that caught my attention, though, had me dying laughing, was when Amir Khan said, so Kell Brook was talking about how, Amir Khan never gave him his credit and all this type of stuff. So he went on a little backstory, basically saying that they shared a room together, and this is what Amir Khan had to say.
And he knows.
When you shared a room together?
We've shared a room together, we've shared a room. We do an article in the boxing news when we're 18-year-old, obviously we were going to be built and that doesn't sound right. And don't laugh. Listen, I ain't sharing a room with you. Trust me, I ain't sharing no room with you. I ain't sharing a room with you. Don't be saying that. That doesn't sound right, Kel. Especially with the stuff I've heard. What have you heard?
So he said, don't be saying I shared no room with you, especially with the stuff I heard. So for y'all that don't know what Amir Khan is talking about, it is definitely rumors that Kell Brook is he got a little sugar in his tank. Now, let me be the first to say, listen, this is no if that's how you go, that's how you go. I have no problems with that at all. At all, I don't. But it was just funny because I never thought that they would have brought that up at that moment, bro. Like, but yeah, it's actually been rumors that Kell Brook has, a little sugar in his tank, bro. Now, Kell Brook does have a wife and he does have kids. I think he has 2 daughters, but it's definitely been rumored that Kell Brook goes that way. Whatever the case is, that's between him. That's between him and his life or whatnot. But I just thought that was very funny that Amir Khan brought that up, man. That was hilarious, man. And I also did not know that Amir Khan is not the favorite in this fight. That don't surprise me though. You gotta think about Amir Khan's chin. You know what I'm saying? So I can understand why people would pick Kell Brook, bro, to beat Amir Khan. I just think this is. I honestly think this right here. Okay, Kell Brook, from what Kell Brook has shown me, Kell Brook is very emotionally invested into this fight. All right. I didn't know who I was picking at first. I even stated that whoever lands the first hard punch wins the fight. And that still is very much true. Amir Khan is not known for taking the best punch. Kell Brook is damaged goods. However, I do feel like Amir Khan is the better boxer between the two. Kell Brook is a very good boxer with a very good 1-2. Very good 1-2, bro. Kell Brook's, man, bro, his 1-2 is amazing. His jab is very good, very underrated. It's not the fastest or whatnot, but man, damn, it gets the job done. However, Kell Brook being so emotionally invested into this fight, man, I don't necessarily think that that's gonna play out into his favor. I remember Kell Brook even stating in the gloves are off, bro. Like, so what's up? Are we gonna meet? Are we gonna meet in the middle of the ring, Amir? Amir, are we gonna meet? We can meet and we can go blow for blow, Amir. And that kind of shows me signs that Kell Brook. I'm not sure Kell Brook is gonna be able to stick to his game plan because of his dislike for Amir Khan. He has such, he doesn't hate, he even stated he doesn't hate him, but the dislike for Amir Khan is so great that I don't think that you could even see it in Kell Brook's face. Like, Kell Brook wanted to punch dude right then and there. So I'm not too sure on banking on Kell Brook sticking with the game plan, man. However, I would never put money I would never bet money on Amir Khan because you just never know with his chin. I think he was dropped by Samuel Vargas, who's not even a power puncher, So I wouldn't bank money on Amir Khan, but I do feel like because Amir Khan, and this is another thing, because Amir Khan avoided Kell Brook for a reason, bro. Regardless of what anybody says, Amir Khan avoided him for a reason. And Amir Khan knows the type of threat that Kell Brook is. However, Kell Brook is more so like looking like, man, he wants to just bang it out. I think Amir Khan, with him knowing the type of threat that Kell Brook is, and him already being the better boxer, I see Amir Khan being a little bit more cautious. I almost don't even see Amir Khan. I'm not even too sure I see Amir Khan stopping Kell Brook because I see him being on his toes boxing so much. I don't see him sitting down on his punches to try to land anything hard, but because with him sitting down on his punches, that'll put him in harm's way and make him subjected to get countered by one of those hard right hands by Kell Brook. Kell Brook has pop in his punch. He's strong. Errol Spence said it himself. Kell Brook is strong as hell. So I don't see Amir Khan even really sitting down long enough to get off on one of his hard punches. So me personally, I see Amir Khan outboxing Kell Brook to a decision. And I know that's crazy, but I know I very much so can be wrong. However, I just like I said, Amir Khan knows the type of threat that Kell Brook is. Even though he's picking he's picking Kell Brook, who at 2022 is damaged goods. However, it's a reason why Amir Khan did not want to take this fight earlier in his career. So Kell Brook being so emotionally invested into this fight, I don't know, man. It just don't seem like Kell Brook. Kell Brook is not gonna. I don't see him, sticking to the game plan. But I could be wrong. Drop your predictions. Let me know what you think, man. I'm excited. I could be wrong. Let me know what you think. Cause then again, what do I know?